Alrighty, ladies, good afternoon. So I have a question, and this is about readings for you all as far as the way I read and my reading style. I'm keeping the chat open. I definitely would appreciate for those of you all that can and will participate for you all to do so, not only in the chat but in the comment section. So the last couple of days, I noticed there's been a lot coming out about like lawsuits, legal situations. But today I've been recording a couple readings and I noticed there's a lot going on with like STDs, STIs, as well as, people harming people. I've gotten away from those energies. I started working my way out of that in 2022. And I like to kind of keep the readings kind of straight to the point. But I really want to know if you feel like you are a woman that's in jeopardy of your life been in jeopardy. Do you think someone is trying to, harm you? And if a reading helps you, first of all, I would like to say this. Anytime you feel like someone is trying to hurt you, you need to, number one, disassociate. Number two, get law enforcement involved. Those are the two primary factors that would help you and benefit your life. Um, I do realize that sometimes readings reveal those things, but ladies, I'm just going to be bluntly honest. I know that there are so many, fake readers. I'm just going to say it. There are so many fake readers out here, and they put things out in the energies, and because people watch different messages, they they kind of spread their energy in other messages that are not necessary for someone else. And I personally know what it feels like for a person to overwhelm you and you be extremely stressed out, having a lot of anxiety and not being able to sleep because you think something is one way and then you can't see the clear message, the clear truth of a person just being, not for you and maybe non-committal, seeing other people or something like that, versus you thinking, oh my God, he has HIV. Oh my God, he has herpes. Oh my God, he's going to unalive me. Oh my God, he's going to tie me up and kidnap me. I know how that feels. So I would just like to say, if you are a person that you feel like those things are going on with your life, lady, but you need to get law enforcement involved. And I'm speaking from experience. That's what I had to do because there were so many uncertainties and so many mysterious people that were around my life and trying to penetrate the inner circle of my life. So I speak straightforward from experience with that. Secondly, I'm probably not going to just dive back into that. Like I said, if something keeps repeating itself, yeah, I definitely I'll say it. But a lot of times it's just so many forced fraudulent energies out here, and it is because people have friends that read cards, and people have their own little hidden motives and agendas in the way they do things, and they don't think about the harm that they could cause an innocent person's life when they're trying to scare somebody else. So that's just my thing on it. I don't think we need it, but I just wanted to see how many of you all really deal with someone that you think is going to hurt you, harm you. And again, I point the finger right back at you. Why are you associating with them, closely associating with them? Why are you close to them, and why are you staying around them? So that's my thing right there. Why have you not contacted like the local authorities or report these people? I understand gang stalking. You see, I just deleted somebody right there. There's nothing you can do about gang stalking. That's just who people are. Some people was placed on this earth to be just that, a footstool. They are the devil, so you let them elevate you. So don't worry about that. At the same time, you have to be able to say, okay, do I need some legal help, or do I need something, or do I need something else? The next thing I want to say, there's a video. I tried to upload it over here, but it's not uploading. I was able to post it on social media. I mean, on, what's the thing called? I was able to post it on TikTok. But in that video, it was a message about family members, a jealous family member. It was a mother came up, a sister came up, and just a person of relation, biological blood relation. And ladies, this is what I just want to say. This is what I just want to say to you all. Family is one thing, blood relation is another. When you have someone that you share the same DNA with, and you recognize, even when you just sense that person doesn't like you, does not support you, um, but when you see that that person is someone that will cause you harm, setbacks, and delays, there's nothing you can do but detach from them and keep your distance from them. I've spoken openly on a couple situations that I have with two people I'm, related to. When y'all hear me say the spirit of Shakita, that's a niece, a biological niece to mine, but I'm related to her through, her mom was my sister. But at the same time, I know the hand of Shakita, and it's not just me, it's just who she is and has been to many people. A lot of people don't recognize family until later in life, and some recognize it early. But when you do, you have to leave that person alone. And that is something that I've shared with you all because I know that experience, and I know how a person of blood relation will get with someone that doesn't like you, or that person of blood relation will try to have someone to come up against you. So you need to recognize that. If that's what it is, then you have to back away from them. There's nothing you can do with somebody that you are related to that doesn't like you. There's nothing you can do about that. God put that person in your life and your bloodline to teach you, not only to be aware of them, but to be aware of all people. I don't wish Shakita any harm, but she has maliciously not only harmed my life, but several others. But that's who she's been since she was a little child. She's always been the one that's been a bad liar, that's fabricated things, that started family gossip and rumors, that speculated on stuff. She's always been that person to sleep with a family member's husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, or ex or something. That's always been her. So we take her at that, and that's what it is. And when my sister died, I did have hope that maybe when the death of my sister, which was her mom, I had hope that it would change the dynamics. But I'm gonna be honest, Jimmy told me, no, don't fool with her. She still ain't about nothing. She's still in the same old, same old. I went against him, and I almost got burnt. I almost got burnt by her again. I got deceived, and she was in cahoots with some people that I was not aware of in the beginning, and she slept with someone that I once had, feelings for. But that's out of my control. I'm sharing this because a lot of people, a lot of women act like, oh, I've never been through that. That's never been my thing. They think that people think you have, or people portray to have the perfect life. I'm not one of those people, so I'm not going to portray my life to be as such. I like to connect with real people because I like being real, and stuff happens. These things happen in life. The same thing we see across TV, on the internet, it happens in people's lives. So therefore, you got to be able to recognize, you know what, this is who this person is to me. It's just who they are to me, and keep it going. It's just who they are to me. This family member, a family member is like Stacy and I. Stacy is my family. Our dads were brothers. That she is my blood. We are first cousins, and we are exceptionally close. And we have rapport with each other since childhood, just like Shakita and I. However, I don't have to have any concerns about Stacy backstabbing me, lying on me, lying to me, deceiving me, sleeping with anybody that I've dated or cared for, or connecting with someone that doesn't like me and spreading rumors and starting rumors. I don't have to worry about that with Stacy. I don't have to worry about that with my cousin. But with Shakita, that's always been my life. That's always been my life. Stacy is my family. Shakita is who I'm related to. Shakita is my biological niece. Her mom was my sister. Stacy and I We are biologically related, but we are family. We do life together. We interact with one another, our children, my grandchild. You understand what I'm saying? I do nothing with Shakita. I do not interact with her. I tolerate her only when I decide to be around. I've missed family gatherings and interactions because I knew she was going to be there. And I don't like, I'm sure y'all know that I can have an attitude. I'm sure y'all know that I can be aggressive. So to prevent me from that, I don't go around. I've been like this for a long time. It's not just a YouTube thing. That's just who I am. And respectfully saying, my mom, I have boundaries with my life and my mother because I've been scarred by my mother. I've been hurt by my mother, a few times, too many to count, those loose lips. So you just have to be honest. And sometimes you need someone to be transparent or just straight across the board. It is what it is versus doing a card reading, because I don't want to get into those confusing readings and then have people on pins and needles, stressed out, frustrated, confused, worried, thinking something is happening to them that's actually not. I know what that feels like. And then I know what it's like after I came to YouTube to have fake people, associate with me to be, related to and or associated and involved with somebody else to try to harm me. I know what that feels like. I don't think we need those type of readings over here on any of my platforms, to be honest. Sometimes we get into the little gunks of things, but I like to keep it at a minimum. And I'm saying this because I've noticed this repetitively with these justice cards, legal situations. But here come this HIV and herpes and syphilis coming back up, and these STDs, and then here come these envious, jealous family members. It's a part of life. What can you do about it? What should you do about it? You got to deal with it accordingly. You have to, but you cannot allow it to deal with you. You got to handle it, but you cannot allow it to handle you. Now, in closing, this is what I did for my situations on all across the board. I created some situations where I played some roles of being, a little naive, little passive, dumb, stupid, whatever you want to call it, to get the answers that I needed to see who was who and what was what. And I legal documented. There's legal documentation with everything and everybody. It's a plethora of people. It's a lot of people. I didn't know how far people would go and how many people just don't have boundaries. I wasn't aware of that. um the thing of the matter is, I had to do what I had to do for my protection. Ladies, death is a part of life. None of us came here to be here forever. There is a day that we all will leave this earthly place and we will be at the highest level of ascension. However, we don't have to rush that day, okay? And we don't have to allow anyone to stress us out and we cause our own self to slip and fall into an early death. We don't have to do that. But death is a part of life. That's how we truly live. None of us are here to stay. We don't have to live or die an abusive death, a traumatizing death. We don't have to. You have to use your common sense. If you know somebody's abusive, you got to make a choice to get away from them. You got to make a choice to leave them alone. That's your choice. If you feel like a group of people are surrounding you or trying to surround your life, you got to get out of that group. You got to stop interacting with them. Now, on some cases, like for me, I set certain traps, booby traps, to, tie everybody's name into, if something were to happen to me, like it's already documented. If I were to die a certain type of way, a couple different ways, then there will be three main people that are going to be not only questioned, but arrested. And other people is going to fall into play. Sometimes you got to loop your life around other people's when they don't know. You got to entangle them when they think that you don't know that you have been entangled in mess. But you got to get yourself out of it. You understand what I'm saying? And those are just the facts of life. And then you yourself have to make a conscious choice of living a cautious life. Because you know that you're either sought after or you've become a target, whether it's been, unbeknown to you or beknownst to you. There's just no other way. There's just no other way. But we cannot live in fear. And I'm not about to put all these fear-based readings out here to scare the life out of us, to think, oh my God, is somebody getting a lawsuit on me? Oh my God, is this person that I'm seeing sick? You got to ask those questions, and you got to ask for proof. You got to be responsible with your life. Okay, and I'm not saying that as if I'm all that, ladies. I'm just saying I have been there and done that. And that's what I still do for my life this very moment. When you feel like somebody here is trying to set you up for death, like my niece Shakita was, she's entangled right in that group of people. Her name is at the top of the list. And I'm being very transparent and honest with you. When shady things were done that people didn't think, I knew what was being done or what was going on because I wasn't reading it in my readings. I was doing other things and I had legal assistance. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest. You gotta look at your life and see where you are and know what you're dealing with. I don't think we need those type of readings. I really don't. If you do, I will hear you out. Put it in the comment section. But I don't think we need all that because I feel as if it's fear mongering, and I feel like it caps us and it prevents us from living in the true liberation of life. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. So I took a break on doing them readings today because it kept being the same thing over and over. And a couple of them I just deleted. Excuse me, I'm not even going to try to upload because it's so scary. Like, what is this? And like I said, now, those channel messages came out the other night, in the middle of the night, and I noticed that once again, the Holy Spirit is bringing these tarot readers that's reading these oracle cards and these index cards, things being written on them, and they're speaking specifically to a person or people, and they're really telling on people, just in case y'all didn't know. That's what the Holy Ghost was showing me last night. People are being told on, and that's their friends behind the scenes that's staging things. That's why they aren't showing their faces. That's why they aren't showing their hands. That's why you can't track the channel, who and whose channel it is, because people have found strategic ways to tell on people, and investigators, law enforcement watch these channels, and they're pushing them. So you just want to be discerning, but you want to be wise as a serpent, but as gentle as a dove as well with yourself. So I hope this message has helped, Ladybugs. It's a great day. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Leave me your comments in the comment section. But just know, fear is not what we're going to do. I'm not bringing those readings to this channel, my All Eternal Love channel, my TikTok channel, my Instagram, or Facebook. I'm not bringing that. Now, we do the drama. We do the drama. Y'all know that drama get kind of good sometimes. We do the drama. We do the affairs. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be real with yourself. Out of any dramatic situation, that could come trauma. The worst of this is death. Dying untimely, as they say. Dying traumatically, as they say. Dying senselessly, as they say. So in any dramatic situation, that's the prerequisites of a traumatic lifestyle, or ending. So just play your hands accordingly. Peace and blessing. Great day. Happy Thursday. Namaste.